So I've stated all along that this is supposed to be a holistic approach. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been consistent in this holistic approach at all. And I'm speaking to you this truth because maybe you find yourself in a similar situation. Or perhaps just, even though you know you need to exercise or whatever every day, you just don't do it. You're trying to get by with just your daily movement. And in the past in my life, I would have been okay with that because my movement was of such a nature, my daily life was of such a nature. Man, if I was getting in 100 steps, I was getting in 800,000. And I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but literally at one point in time, even though I was a larger fellow, I mean, I literally walked everywhere. I walked, when I wanted to go to the movies, I walked 2.5 miles to the movies, stay there all day, and then walk back home after midnight, 2.5 miles home. And I could do that. And my job at that point in time didn't matter. I weighed anywhere from 400 pounds to up to right at 500, I know. And at that point in time, I was still moving around constantly. I mean, it was, I was literally on my feet for the better part of 12 hours at least, because I usually got there before 8 and left after 8. So out of that 12-hour period, I was probably up and moving around, and I kid you not, at least 9 the whole time. So that being stated, what I'm trying to get at is when you do things like that, you know, you're motivated, you're moving, your life is, you're living it. Then somewhere along the way, when we get to this point, however, wherever you are on your, let's say your measuring stick of where your life should not be, but where you want it to, move it back to a level that is exactly where you believe it should be, or is a step forward to moving towards satisfactory or whatever. That's what this community is about, right? I'm going to simply state this. I know that I don't move enough. I know that I need to be consistent with my exercises. When I get off the phone, we are going to start filming the exercises again soon. When I get off this phone, I'm going to do exercises. And I'm going to tell you why. It is one thing to live your life how you want. I'm a big proponent, well, it doesn't matter whether I promote it, support it, otherwise. The reality is everybody has a right to live the life they want. It's called free will. And I don't feel guilt from the standpoint of how I'm choosing to live my life from a moral standpoint, as long as I'm choosing to live it. That is, live it, not exist. And it has become apparent to me that any living that was in my life has become nothing but mere existence, especially over the last several months. It's a really good existence compared to some people, but it is merely existence. I cannot accept that. I have to get back to living a life. And here's why. I was reminded today that life is fragile. There are some that are out there really honestly trying to live their life. Right, wrong, or otherwise, they are living it. They are not merely existing. And some of those that are doing such may be living their life in such a manner that they are certainly not harming others, and may be actually contributing more back than they will ever take. and yet their lives seem to be cut short or come to an end. And at my age, you start hearing these accounts more and more and more. And all I can say is at 51 years of age, that reality hits home more with me every day. And it's not fear of losing my life. It's the fear of not living it. I am convinced, because of the good health I've had and continue to have, that I'm going to fight through. I'm going to get my mobility back, and I'm going to get my weight down. But between now and then, I'm in a lot of ways merely existing. And I've never felt any guilt until maybe here recently, because I finally maybe understand what some people who are facing the reality that their life could be gone in any day, or they already know their time is coming, and then they look at me or someone likened unto me, and that individual who seems to have all the blessings of the world, and anything they don't have, it's only because they're depriving themselves of them, are choosing merely to exist when all they really want to do is live. It's time to wake up. It's time to take accountability by acknowledging the blessings that you have, that I have, and truly show the appreciation, not only to those who have bestowed said blessings unto me, and I'm not just talking about doors being open and individuals that may have had a hand in helping that door to become open, but also based on my faith, realizing that all blessings come down, and all good blessings, that is, come down from the Father of lights. And examining that reality, accepting that truth. Like I stated, it is disrespectful, it's insulting, it's irresponsible for me not to choose to manage my life in a fashion that sets me up to do exactly that, to live my life rather than merely exist. So I just ask that each of us examine that truth, look at those around us. Are we choosing to exist, or are we living our life? This is accountability. Go ahead, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and share, and think. Am I living my life or am I existing? Which one do I want to do? And how do I feel about merely existing if I'm not living? When there's so many around me that wish they still had just one more day. Accountability.